Welcome to Nova Now, your connection to what's happening in Northern Virginia. I'm your host, Angelique LeBlanc. Former home to one of our founding fathers, George Mason, Gunston Hall is an 18th century historical mansion right on the Potomac River, just down from his neighbor, George Washington. And here to tell us more about the location and their upcoming events is Executive Director Scott Stroh. Welcome, Scott. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. It's great to be here. We appreciate it.
So tell us about Gunston Hall and how large it is. What do you have going on?
Sure. Gunston Hall is an amazingly special place in Fairfax County. We're a 554-acre historic site right on the Potomac River, the centerpiece of which is the home built by George Mason and his wife Anne in 1755.
Fantastic. And what is the mission? Because it's a historical site now. So what's the mission of, preserving this place for the public?
Yes. George Mason wrote the Virginia Declaration of Rights in 1776, which really became the foundation for our Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, and the Constitution. And what our goal at Gunston Hall is to really facilitate discussion about the ideas represented in this document. This document began by saying all men are born equally free and independent, and went on to articulate such rights as freedom of religion, freedom of the press, separation of powers. So we're really focusing on these ideas and these concepts and the context in which they existed historically, but also why they're still so important today.
Yeah, and that's fantastic because many people don't know that George Mason was one of the authors for this, or maybe the author. He wasn't a president, but he's definitely really essential and key, to our country.
Yes, he was critical, and actually it's a great story. He actually wrote this document in about 9 days.
Oh, wow.
It's less than 2 pages in length, so very short document.
But it's to the point, so that's good.
Very much to the point, and really, it's amazing that such a brief document could express such fundamental freedoms in a clear and concise way.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And you mentioned that the grounds are over 500 acres. So what other sorts of activities can folks do when they come to visit?
Sure, there's a lot to do, and of course you can visit the mansion. We have a visitor center and museum as well, which features a short film, some exhibits, a wonderful gift shop, all of which is being renovated. So come back in another year or two and you'll see new things there. But on the grounds, we have some nature trails. You can go down to the river. You can explore outbuildings such as our kitchen where we do active hearth cooking. And we have a really exciting archaeological program. So when you visit the grounds, you have a chance to see this dig and process, talk with our archaeologists. It's also just a beautiful place to come and have a picnic and enjoy nature and be outside in a very rural, reflective, peaceful setting in an otherwise dense, somewhat stressful Fairfax County.
Exactly, and we're so close to DC, so it's probably really nice to escape. You mentioned this hearth kitchen. What's a hearth kitchen?
It's a big open fireplace, basically, and it's a reconstruction of the type of kitchen George would have had on the plantation historically. And we have a wonderful group of volunteers that have studied historic recipes and cooking techniques and foods, and they're in there regularly cooking. So it's pretty exciting.
So visitors can actually watch people make food in this historical old-timey kitchen.
And the school kids love it.
Oh, that's
the school
fantastic.
programs come in and they get to go in the kitchen and really learn about how food was prepared. Yeah.
Fantastic. So one of your major events coming up for the holiday season is this Plantation Christmas, which sounds fantastic and just, really nice and cozy. So tell me about that.
It is, and it's really our big signature holiday wintertime event. And it's on December 12th from 2 to 7 p.m. And it's an opportunity to come and enjoy the mansion in candlelight. There'll be some period appropriate decorations in the mansion. There'll be period music. We'll have living history interpreters. The hearth kitchen will be going, a variety of games and other educational opportunities. And really just a wonderful time to get that holiday season going right.
Fantastic. And then is there an admission price for this?
There is an admission, $15.
Okay. That's really not bad, and I'm sure it goes to really good things at the center.
It does. All of it goes to continue to support our mission and allow us to provide educational programming.
Fantastic. And 2016 is a huge year for Gunston Hall, right? It's going to be your 240th anniversary?
Yes, it's a really big year. It's the 240th anniversary of the ratification of the Virginia Declaration of Rights, and this will be a year-long celebration in recognition of these ideas. There will be a variety of programs at Gunston Hall. June 11th will be George Mason Day, which is the signature celebratory event. The Declaration was ratified on June 12th, so this is the Saturday closest to that date. But there'll be a lot of other programming from student programming to lectures, town hall forums, opportunities to discuss these ideas throughout the year at Gunston Hall.
Fantastic. And I mean, and that's going to be all throughout 2016. So as long as folks check out the website, you know, they'll be well informed about events, correct?
Yes, we've got something basically going on every month, in some cases more than one great thing going on in the month, but our website will have wonderful information about how you can participate.
Fantastic. I mean, you mentioned volunteers, and so, you know, what sort of, you know, how can folks get involved with Gunston Hall? What are some volunteer opportunities?
Sure, thank you. We have some wonderful opportunities there, and volunteers are critical to what we're able to do. We have a large number of volunteers that facilitate our school program. The archaeological program is heavily supported by volunteers, so if you want to come out and dig in the dirt, it's a great chance to do that. We also have volunteers who work in our collections and archives, transcribing historic documents, helping maintain and keep those safe, as well as any number of other opportunities on the grounds, from gardening. And if you have an idea about something you'd like to try, we'd love to hear that too.
Fantastic. And then, I mean, do these volunteers go through training? Do you have to know the information? Like, do I have to be a professional in archaeology before I come down?
You don't. We'll help you with that. We have a wonderful training program that the staff facilitates, and you work very closely with the appropriate member of the team in each of those areas. No experience necessary,
Okay.
Just a passion and an interest to be part of the team.
Fantastic. And you mentioned these educational programs where you guys host like classroom tours and stuff. So when students come to the location to learn, what are some of the things? What would be like your most memorable experience from children coming to the location?
And we do a variety of school programming, ranging from essay competitions and writing workshops to tours of the property to mock debates. Mm-hmm. I think one of the things that was most interesting since I've been at Gunston Hall is one of these mock debates, when you've got high school students sort of recreating some of the debates that occurred at the Constitutional Convention, but mm-hmm. these are about issues that still occur today, and to see them be able to articulate and express themselves in such powerful ways and engage with their classmates is really exciting, and really highlights why civics and democracy is so fundamental to what we need to be teaching our students.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being here. Good luck December 12th with the Plantation Christmas.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
If you'd like to learn more about Gunston Hall, make sure to visit gunstonhall.org. I'm Angelique LeBlanc. Thanks for watching Nova Now.